Right then, good evening YouTube and welcome to day 21 of my Haynes retro radio advent calendar. Knock everything over, fantastic. Right, now day 21. I have got some questions. I've also got something that I want to get out. So as I can show you. Right. I weren't ready for this video, was I, Bill? Eh? See if we can get it out of there. No, I'm not going to make you a cup of coffee, sorry. There it is. Right. There we go. Right. Questions and comments first. Everything's going flying tonight, isn't it, Bill? Let's have a look, see what we've got here. Where are we? Just here. Oh, really, I'm not ready today, am I? Oh dear, oh dear. Right. I'm going to say leggings wheels. I've probably not pronounced that right, but that's what it says. Hi, me again. Just a thought. If you are into radios, I have a couple or so that you can have if you wish, from the 70s and another from the 50s or 60s. Not quite sure. Well, I'm not really into radios. I don't really collect them or anything like that, and I haven't got space in this van for them. Thank you very much for the offer, but I'm going to have to pass you up on that one. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm very sorry. Maybe Mr. Radio Cruncher, he may be, he may be interested in those. I don't know, because he's a radio man. Right, I wish there were biscuits. Radio Cruncher says, I wish there were biscuits in mine. I would have to send them to Billy if there were. Hopefully you got my message about the 2 amp supply is fine for your portable. Try licking your fingers to make a better conductor for the volume up and down. Good job, Graham. Thank you very much, Graham. I did get your message about that. Yeah, that's brilliant. I'm going to have something else to ask you in a few moments, but sit tight and I'll show you what that is. Nick Wood, coming on well. Perhaps try licking your finger, but agree it is a bit touch and go. I like that. It's a bit touch and go. It is, mate, yeah. I often drive through the night on the East Coast and find Links FM a very strong signal with quite a fun mix of music. Thank you very much. I don't think I can pick that one up, actually. Not quite, anyway. No, I don't think I can pick Links FM up, but if I can find it someplace, I will have a listen. Thank you very much. Right, that's all of my questions and comments. Now, one thing I will show you. Somebody asked me what I've been using these little drawers for. Well, these past couple of days, I've been using these drawers for my little radio. And I've found that if I sit the speaker over one drawer, stand it on the other so it stands level, and that amplifies the sound rather well. And I have been listening to this radio like that. I know when this is finished, I am going to make a proper wooden box for it. That'll include the aerial. I'll make some buttons for it and whatever. The only thing I don't like about this radio is the fact of it's got 2 AAA batteries in it. Okay, now this then brings me around to my question, which this is a battery that I removed from a Bluetooth speaker. Now this battery, it doesn't actually say on it how many volts it is, but I think something tells me it is 3 volts. Now this has come out of a broken one. I've got another one there that I can plug this into, get the battery charged up, test the voltage. If it is 3 volts, when I build the box for my radio, I would like to wire this up, but wire it up in such a way that I can actually use a micro USB to plug into the radio and charge this with. That would make that radio very, very, very useful for me. So, I mean, I don't really know how to do that, if I need some kind of a charging circuit or something, because I don't want to overcharge the battery, obviously, or whatever. But that's kind of, that would make this radio perfect for me. I wouldn't need to keep going inside the box to change the batteries. I could, you know, just charge this one up through micro USB. Probably put a switch on it so as I can switch it off, like the batteries were disconnected. But yeah, that's what I want to know. So if anybody can help me out with that, that would be very, very useful. Right then, day number 21 of this Haynes Retro Radio Advent Calendar. Now, Graham did say that he wishes his had biscuits in it so he could send them to Billy. So they all want to send you biscuits, don't they, Billy? Right, let's have a look in window number 21. And inside window number 21, Billy, we have a very nice heart-shaped Billy biscuit. There's a good boy, good lad. He sat there and waited for that, didn't he? Right. Another one of these. This looks the same as what we used for the touch sensor, so I'll be interested to see what that does. Window number 21. It's nearly Christmas. It's nearly Christmas, Billy. Right, here we go. Day 21, standby feature. In box number 21, you'll find another BC557C PNP transistor for a third touch sensor. Yeah, well, them touch sensors, I don't think a lot to them. Attach it into the P input, power on or off. In contrast to the previously used inputs S and V, the P input has an idle voltage of 3 volts. When operating the switch, this voltage is pulled down to ground. Okay. With this sensor switch, you can mute and unmute the radio. As a special feature, this radio remembers the previously selected station and volume during standby. When you switch on the radio again, you don't have to readjust the settings, but continue to listen to your favourite station. Alternatively, you can attach the sensor switch to the R contact of the receiver. This input provides a frequency reset feature. It sets the radio back to the lower end of the reception range. This can help the search for a particular station. Fantastic. Okay. So looks like we're going to have a standby feature. It's a shame it's on another push touch sensor thing, but that's the way life goes, isn't it, Billy? Right then, so I'll get the table out and we'll have a look what we've got to do today. Right, okay, YouTube. So today's little instalment is of this touch sensor. Now, I'm not over keen of these touch sensors, and I think when I build the proper wooden box, I'm going to replace all of these touch sensors with let's got that in, with these push button clickers, because I can make a switch that will work those easily, and these touch sensors not being very good, I think that's the perfect reason. Now, this is the power lead which hooks into there, and this is getting very full now. What I need is these. Now, my mother gave me these tweezers. Thank you very much, Mother. These are coming in very, very useful, as I'm sure you will see. Fantastic. That's it. I want to try and make sure that nothing's touching nothing else and such like, so as we shouldn't have any interference from anything, and that all looks pretty good there, like that now. So now, the fiddly bit. We'll put this little one in first. I've got all these pieces of wire prepared, because that's the easiest way. These are only little bits. So we'll get the old tweezers. And hopefully oops. This is very, very fiddly. Extremely fiddly. So you're going to have to just bear with me for a minute here, YouTube, while I here we go. Let's got the first one. And the second one, which is the bigger one of the two, goes from there to there. Oh, that one's perfect. One and two. There we go. There we go. So that's that push power button wired up. One thing I will say, and that is that with this circuit board in this position, it makes this button easier to access, because you can actually get at the two pieces of wire. That's mainly why I did it. But I will now be interested to see what happens. We'll extend the aerial like so, and switch it on. There we go. Wow. Yes. That licking your fingers. Yes. Well, a quick lick of the old fingers, and those push buttons are working a treat. Fantastic. That is fantastic. I don't know whether I'm going to pick many stations up here. Yeah. Fantastic. That's brilliant, YouTube. Okay, so we're all working. Thank you very much for... I suppose actually I could just now lick my finger and hit the standby button. There we go. The LED's still lit with it in standby mode, but that's rather good. That's like a mute or a pause. I like that feature. I don't think I will be using... Now these work when I lick my finger. I still don't think I'm going to use them, because they're just not good enough. I can make a very nice button that will work on these a treat, and in a very nice small box. So yeah, I think that's the modification I may be doing, but we'll have to see. Right, thank you very much for watching, YouTube. Please comment, like, comment.